Oh, I'm so professional. I did it again. Is this gonna be a common trend? Oh god, what happened? Why is it so blurry? Unblur. Hello. Oh god. Maybe I should abort. Oh, you know what the problem is? Uh, 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 there, I think. Nope. Okay, let's see if I can use my shirt. This is week 2 of my reviews. Yeah, there we go. And boy, was this super unprofessional the first time, super unprofessional this time. Anyway, sorry for all of that. Mishigas, I guess word should be. Today, we're going to do episode 2 because it just aired. And I want to talk about 2 things I forgot to mention last week. Luis Miguel was in the audience, not in the audience, in the nightclub scene. Did not know that. I didn't see him. It was like a quick blur. And another thing is that the singer of the show isn't Luis Miguel. It's another guy. It's the singer. It's the protagonist. The actor. I didn't notice. My mom noticed because she's more familiar with Luis Miguel than I am. I don't mean that as an insult to Luis Miguel that I couldn't tell the difference or anything. It's more an insult to me. Kind of terrible for a viewer not to notice that. Maybe because I was just too into the story to notice. Yeah. So, if you didn't see last week's, you should watch it on Netflix. This week's was... This week, we delve into the character of Luis Miguel's dad, Luis Miguel, a manipulative, sociopathic man. He went behind his son's back, and basically his son wanted to get a new manager, somebody that wasn't his dad, and he wanted to change directions of his career. He didn't want to make a movie. That he didn't want to make commercials anymore, and his dad just wants to make money off of him, so he doesn't care about his son's artistic merit, his own artistic need. So he finds out because his uncle, he told his uncle that he wanted to do that, and his uncle, of course, told his father, because his uncle is his father's right-hand man. And then his father did a sneaky little thing, which was he went to Pati Chapoy. Y si tú conoces quién Pati Chapoy es, ella es una reportera o reportera amarillista, I guess you would say, de México. Ella es la que yo creo, no sé, dueña de TV Azteca o algo así. Y también ella tiene ese show que se llama Ventaneando. Un show de tabloids y esas cosas. I don't like her as a person. Ella, she has like a shit ton of lawsuits. Every time I check, she has a lawsuit, or her channel has a lawsuit, or her show has a lawsuit, because she prints whatever sensational shit that she can find to get, whatever. I think like even Gloria Trevi's like suing her ass. So there's that. I could be wrong. I don't want to be opened up to lawsuits either. I'm looking at my notes. Like, I have notes for this. I'm gonna be a little bit more critical, because last week I was a little, like, more goofy. The show has issues, editing issues, in my opinion. Because, remember I told you about the whole Pati Chapoy thing? I missed that. like the show started in bam, no slow interlude or no like like telling you what happened last week. Bam, that's what happened. This what happened. And it's kind of like hyper like edited. Like you have to have like some sort of super quick like attention span to get that one. My mother had to tell me like, oh, the chapoy thing. The whole episode was like Miguel figuring out that his father was manipulating him to stay with him, like lying, cheating, and all that stuff. But the most important part of the episode for me was that the brother, the little one, the one that he never took care of in the end, it was there. They introduced him, so he exists. He only if by a phone call, but he's there, and they introduced a different element to the mother thing, which is interesting. The mother supposedly is in Argentina in this scenario, but when he calls or his brother calls his middle brother, his brother that he's with now, by steady. Um, that's what we call him in uh here in the household. Uh, sorry about that. My computer died. uh, his little brother was on the phone call. His mother and his brother and him, when the two brothers call Argentina, the family tells them a bogus story, or they keep telling them, no, no, she's in the store. No, no, she's somewhere. Can't come at the phone right now. And Luis Miguel thinks that she's mad at him, and that's where that was left off. But and remember, I mentioned the little brother in the phone call, right? Well, the little brother, he called his little brother, and his little brother said, no, yeah, something about, and then he mentioned his mother being there, but then he was called away by a relative to eat, and trying to stop him from probably revealing that the mother was with him. And that is interesting. It's very interesting. Uh, I think somebody last week told me that, yeah, that's part of the reason why Miguel is a little mean to his smallest brother, because he was spent more time with his mother. Uh, I think. I don't want to misrepresent the person who told me. Uh, why? Why would you be mad at him because he's a little baby? He doesn't understand. I don't even understand like what is happening with that, because I have three theories. The theory that was planted for me last week was that Luisito Rey, sorry, killed his wife, and that coincided with a concert that Luis Miguel had to go into Chile, and I think it's Viña del Mar, and that is where she died. And that because he says, nah, she didn't show up or she didn't go. The other theory is either my theory is that day, that weekend, either his father beat her the fuck like to senselessly, allegedly. By the way, this is speculation. This is not, and she's in a coma, or she's paralyzed, or she's just scared, or she went mentally insane because of all the gaslighting that this man does, all the manipulation that this man does to keep people in order. This guy is psychotic. And to me, Luis Miguel had no fucking chance. Like, people like, oh, why is he so secretive? Why is he so bad? I'm like, did you see his father? How can you have good relationships with people if you're the foundation of what you form? What the foundation of how you form relationships are your parents and your family and your friends and your children when you're a child. His father was terrible. at least they're showing him to be like a spoiled brat in the record company, screaming back and forth, yelling at people if he doesn't get his way. And that's not how that works in that industry. You have to bullshit your way in that industry. Be nice, pretend you like people in order to get what you need. Like, how did he get that far? Well, his son. But before his son, he was supposedly famous. Like, crap. Another critique from the show is it goes back and forth, and I don't think they transition that good when they go back to him being a little kid and to him going like slightly older, like in his late teens, early 20 years. I don't think they transition that good. Sorry. I think the singing is good. It's not Luis Miguel, but I don't know if the little kid actor is singing for himself or of actually Luis Miguel singing, but I feel like it's the little kid singing for him. The singing is good. You can tell that the Boneta guy is trying really hard to sound like Luis Miguel. So I give him points for that. He's doing, to me, like some people didn't like his acting. To me, he's doing a good job. He's charismatic. He's conveying the emotions to me. I mean, most of this, the problem that people are having is that it's going a little too fast, right? I don't know if this is gonna be like a short, like mini series, like I don't. Sorry, Jose. I know you don't like him. It's just that I think that to me, he's doing a good job. Again, I'm not like a lifelong Luis Miguel fan musically. I, to me, what I connect with him is his human drama. So, if you're his lifelong fan, yeah, and he's singing, I totally understand, because if anybody did a Mark Anthony story, and they started to sing instead of letting Mark Anthony sing, and they try to sing his songs and copy his voice, I would lose my shit. Well, then you should like write the Telemundo and tell him. You should tell him that you could do a better job. Cause yeah, I think that sorry, is a very interesting person. What else did I write down? The saga with his first like super serious girlfriend. The one that he says, or people are saying that he says was his love of his life. He bought her like photos because she's a photographer, which I like photography, so yeah. She's a photographer. He bought all her photos because they had a fight. He said something awful, but since this is on TV and apparently the show is a little bit more vulgar than TV allows, they censored whatever he said. I have to watch it on Netflix to check what he said. And I feel like there's some parts they're cutting out in the TV cut. Like, there's some editing issues to me. So maybe in the Netflix version, it's not so choppy, the editing, the style, the flow. Maybe they're just editing things out because it's too vulgar for TV or something. Which is stupid, because, like, look at those, like, networks on TV that have, like Gotham. Like, I reviewed Gotham last time. Gotham has people getting their heads exploded and shit. Can we cut the censorship on network TV? Because clearly we're gonna end that soon because they're gonna have to try to compete with this live streaming shit because people are getting tired of the censorship and this, and also the long series arcs. Oh yeah, I was continuing. The girlfriend didn't like that he bought the photos because she wanted to sell it on her own. He doesn't seem to understand what she wants. And she also doesn't want to compete with the father and the work and his ego. Because in all honesty, Luis Miguel has ego. All fucking artists have ego. It's not just him. It could cause, it's not good for relationships. So yeah, but by the end of this episode, she comes back to him because he's breaking away from his father. He finds out that his father sent Pati Chapoya a message, made it look like the guy that he wanted to be the manager did it, so it looked like, it looked like that. And all in between this, Luisito Rey wanted Jackson, or I think Luis Miguel might have wanted Michael Jackson to do a duet with him, which Michael Jackson is not going to do a duet with Luis Miguel. Not because he's racist or anything, it's just that, Michael Jackson was the biggest superstar. He didn't need to do duets. He didn't need to do duets. So yeah. What else happened? Like I said, she got back with him. Luis Miguel is rebelling against his father. His father is becoming more psychotic. And then they gave us this clips for next week's episode. And I'm a little bit creeped out because next week's episode, the father is pimping out his wife, Luis Miguel's mother, to people so he can probably get Luis Miguel more roles on TV or a record deal. And in the first episode, she said that he promised her she wasn't going to be prostituting herself anymore. So he's going to prostitute Luis Miguel's mom to record people, get the kid a record because he doesn't want to work. What the fuck? That's just like, this gives credence to one of the other theories that she just ran away and didn't want anything to do with any of it because awful things happened to her because of Luisito Rey. But that bothers me because a mother would never disconnect completely from her children, ever. And he died in 90 something, so sorry, why, if she was alive, it doesn't ring true that she's still living because a mother wouldn't disconnect from her children like that unless really, really needed to save her life. I said that he was in the crowd. I didn't notice he was in anything like another scene, so I don't know if he could have been. It's kind of cool, just if an artist does that, it's kind of like he would be the Stan Lee instead of in Marvel, but in the Luis Miguel thing. Yeah. So I think that's basically all the points. If anybody who's in the chat wants to, if you had any differing opinions from me, you can go ahead. I know Jose El said that Boneta is not a good singer. He's a terrible actor too, and he said he could do better. So, anybody else have any more opinions? And what do you think? like, I know I asked this last week, but do you think, because they're planting that the mom is in Argentina or she's somewhere else hiding, avoiding her children, in the theories, they're basically planting that instead of that she died. So I don't know if they're gonna actually or say that she died, or that he abused her or whatever. So what do you guys think? What they're gonna do with the mom? To me, the mom arc is gonna be the most important part. Um, I mean, he got into a fight. The little kid, the little Luis Miguel kid, got into a fight and he beat the crap out of the kids. Um, and then there was like man, I'm gonna get in trouble, but yeah, there's like a part in the novella where the kid went to the sing, and Luis Miguel went to sing, the little kid, and he was scared, and his mother gave him a little cross, a little golden cross, and that was supposed to protect him or make him feel strong. And later he remembers that and has it dangling. But as he leaves and she stays with his middle brother, um, the father says to the boy, the little one, "You take care of your mother." And I'm like, this has really no reviewing type thing. It's just um, an observation. Why do people say that a little boy can't take care of a mother? It feels like trying to take the authoritative position of the mother away and making the child boy feel more powerful than mother in a sense, and kind of sense that he will be in charge of his mother. I mean, I could be overthinking this, and I'm probably saying it wrong too. I'm probably expressing what I think wrong, and because it's not fully formed thought. It's basically just like a feminist, uh, like, why would a child that's barely two take care of a mom? The guy is sexist, so it's not me overreaching. And they almost alluded to him hitting her, but Luis Miguel came out right before he did hit her. He pushed her because she wanted him to sleep, and the dude wanted him to practice the song so he can get him to the place and get more money off of him. That man, he's a very good actor, the guy who's playing him. Uh, and I forget his name. He's a Spanish actor from Spain. Um, he was in that Cantinflas movie, like I said last week. And again, I'm gonna check out the Netflix episode to see if there's like parts that are taken out, or I know that they censored words because there was like a whole bunch of bleep words. Oh, his friends, his group of friends, supuestamente are supposed to be Jaime Camilla, Montenegro, and some other dudes. And I think they were there in the nightclub scene in the last week with him in the, not Jaime Camilla, but like other buds that are always with him. And so that's kind of interesting. It's Luis Miguel. So if you liked last week's episode or not, let me know in the comments down below. If you liked this episode or not, tell me if you liked it down below. Tell me if you like the actor, don't like the actor. What do you think the story is gonna go? Do you think editing the Netflix episodes instead of the TV episodes? Please let me know. There's like a huge difference. So yeah, can't wait till next week's episode. I wish they didn't do these every Sunday instead of like every day. I don't know why they decided to do it every Sunday. It's kind of annoying, but It's not like it's not like Juan Gabriel's one that I think it took forever to end. And that was a depressing story to watch. And he was a jerk, so sorry if you like Juan Gabriel, but I don't like what he did to his children. So thank you for tuning in. See you next week. Bye. Let's see if it. Let's see. Let's see if it goes away. Yes.